What's up, y'all? We back at it with another chapter of Ultimate Exorcist Kiyoshi Chapter 42. Now, Sosuke, yo, he dope, man. I'm starting to rock with him more and more. I'm not saying he's on Nihon and Jack Joe level, but I'm really rocking with Sosuke, man. Just everything he did in this chapter and in the previous chapter, I'm really glad we got to see this battle. And I'm not gonna lie, at first I was a little upset. I wanted to see the battle with Tenma or the battle with, you know what I'm saying, Hijiri. But like the fact that we got this, man, yo, I'm satisfied, and I'm sorry for getting upset. I even rock with what's his name, Sata. I think he's a dope villain as well, man. Honestly, he's way cooler than his brother was. No pun intended, because I know he uses ice powers, so no pun intended. But we about to get into this chapter, man. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications, and let me know if you actually rock with Sosuke, or, you know what I'm saying, you got another character you like more than him. But let's get into it. So the chapter starts off where the last one left off, where you got Sata asking your boy Sosuke what his name is, and of course you got Sosuke saying like, yo, I'm not willingly gonna tell a demon. And then you got Sata like pretty much saying like, yo, you little smug brat. And I don't know, I thought that was funny moment. But of course you got it where, you know, Sata's saying like, yo, just heating up water isn't enough to beat me. And of course you got your boy Sosuke doing a salamander water blast, and it's like, you know, extremely hot, you know, from steam, and you see he fire it and it covers a large range, so it was a large scale attack, but your boy Sata managed to dodge it, and he says like, yo, were you even trying to hit me? And of course that's when you find out that your boy Sosuke wasn't even trying to hit him. He was trying to save lives. He shot water in the direction of the path that your boy Sata was actually walking in. All those homes that got frozen and stuff, you know, your boy Sosuke used his blast to actually melt the ice in that area, and that was dope as hell. It was amazing. And you got it where, you know, Sata, he gets a little mad, he gets a little upset, because he says to himself like, yo, so you're worrying about others? You feel like you got time to help out others in this type of situation, in this dire situation? And I really like the fact that Sosuke chose to do that. It shows a lot for his character. Now we got it where your boy Sata goes to attack with an icy death wave, and of course your boy Sosuke counterattacks with a salamander blast, and it looks dope seeing the two collide. But you got it where he shoots another blast, and it manages to scrape the face of Sata. Now I don't know if Sata was taking it lightly or why he didn't dodge, but you have it where Sosuke asks him like, yo, why didn't you dodge this attack? And you know, he goes to reply like, yo, fine then, you little punk, I'll show you a little despair. And he says, this what comes when you challenge me. And he unleashes his full power. He says like, yo, absolute zero in the human world is a mere negative 460. He says like in the demon world it's completely different. It's a negative 868. And I'm not gonna lie, this looks crazy. Like the way his eyes, his hands and stuff is all frozen, and he does a little flick at the wrist, and it creates a big destruction blast that passes right past Sosuke's face. Sosuke was unable to move, he wasn't fast enough, and of course you have it, that's when your boy Sata goes in to attack him with a move called Icy Purgatory Palm. I feel like that could have been a better name. Purgatory, I like that. Icy, yeah, that's cool. But the palm, I don't know, man. I don't know. But in order to dodge that, your boy Sosuke had to shoot one of his water bullets at the ground to actually propel him out of the range of the attack. But you have it where Sata tells him that he's too slow, and he manages to get scraped, and his arm starts freezing. And you have it where Sata tells him like, yo, you're finished, man. Your arm is pretty much dead now. It's nothing but loose meat, dead meat. Pause. Somebody's gonna make that weird. But that's what he tells him. I'm like, yo, damn, what is he about to do? And of course, that was the hand that your boy Sosuke was firing with this whole time. And of course, Sosuke says like, yo, man, I got two guns. And he goes to blast with his other fingers, meaning that he does have the ability to do it with both hands, but he just chooses to do it with one hand. And I'm very curious what's the reason. Maybe he's, you know, one of those people where he's only good at aiming with his right hand as opposed to his left hand? I'm very curious what's the reason. But of course you got it where Sata says like, yo, we're about to end this right here, right now. And he's charging up his final attack to blast at your boy Sosuke. And he got it where Sosuke says like, yo, he has one hand left. And he actually grips his hand that's damaged and lifts it up to his other hand, and he's shooting like a point blank blast, like he's putting both fingertips together to shoot off this powerful blast. And you got it where it's the icy purgatory palm versus the ultra leviathan, and you got it where they're clashing. And even Sosuke realized the dire situation that he's in, because he says if he let up for 1 second that this Sata guy is going to finish him off. But he says he refused to budge. He will protect everyone. And he's thinking about all his comrades, all his family members, all his friends. He's thinking about everyone who means something to him and how he's willing to protect them. And he says one arm isn't enough, so I have to give him everything. And then he thinks about the moment that happened a couple chapters ago where he told your boy Kiyoshi to like go ahead and go on to another battle. Trust me, I'll handle this. And he says like, yo, you know, Kiyoshi trusted me with this and I'm not gonna let him down. And you got it when Sata starts to realize like, yo, this kid power is growing. He's getting stronger as this go on. And you see that your boy Sosuke has a smile on his face. And remember, his mom told him whenever he was up against terrible odds, just put on a smile and that'll help you fight through anything. And you got it where Sosuke, this moment is just so badass. He says like, yo, I won't let him down even if it kills me, meaning he doesn't want to be the person that lets down Kiyoshi. And he puts both hands together. He's even moving the wounded hand, so it's not just hanging meat like your boy Sata said earlier. And he shoots out. It kind of looks like he's doing a Kamehameha, but of course we know he's not. It's two different series. But you see him doing a blast wave, so it almost looks like he's doing, off this panel, it looks like he's doing the Big Bang Kamehameha. Now, if you know, like the Big Bang shows like an orb with a circle around it, and then the blast comes out the orb. And that's what it looks like when, your boy Sosuke goes to shoot his blast, and he shoots the blast, and it ends up colliding, and you see like a big explosion. And when the explosion is done, you got it where your boy Sosuke is on his knees, and your boy Sata is still standing there, and he looks at him and says like, yo, you never should have had a chance. And then next thing you know, he calls him a hot-headed bastard as he begins to crumble. And while he's crumbling, you have it where Sosuke actually passes out, and they say that Sosuke is the victor. So I love the fact that we got to see the growth in him. I like the fact that we got to see him defeat a demon lord, the third ranking demon lord at that, which means all the other demon lords, yo, he would have had a good chance at defeating them as well. I mean, it's hard to say because different tactics, could actually help them prevail even though they're weaker. But the fact that he was able to become stronger during battle and was able to defeat his foe, I feel like this was an amazing chapter if you ask me. And it really made me like his character even more. Like for Sosuke, when it comes to his character in this series, I was like, he's okay. But we didn't really get too much screen time with him. But over the past few chapters, we got to learn a bit more about his character, which made me like him a little bit more, especially with the whole stuff about his mom in the past, within the previous chapter. So all in all, really enjoyed this battle. I'm curious who the next battle is actually going to showcase. Let me know down below in the comment section, who do you want to see fight next in this Black Parade? Let me know, and I'll catch y'all in the next one, man. Peace.